Hello and welcome to Makeup by the Numbers, where I do absolutely thorough and amazing makeup reviews, but ad hoc and kind of crazy and lighthearted tutorials. Now, the reason for that is because, like most of us, I really have no idea what I'm doing. I just have these beautiful palettes that I want to play around with. So I just look at the colors and I start going. And I'm going to be using the Flora Story palette by Oden's Eye. It is one of the new releases by Makeup Just for Fun. And I've started off with a nice transition shade in Shroom, and it really doesn't impart a lot of color on my skin, but that's okay because I am just blending it for that transition. And then in the crease, I'm going to use a dark shade, which is Orchid, and Orchid packs on really well, but you see I'm having a little bit of trouble with patchiness and pigmentation, and that's because I'm not using a primer. At the end of the day, my skin's got a lot of oils on it. So what you're seeing is, the importance of skincare and a good routine. And of course, what you do to one side of the eye, you must do to the other. That is good algebra as well as good makeup. Well, if you're going for that symmetrical look, and I am today. And then I'm dragging it into that darker shade, like I said, Orchid, into my crease. This is going to be like kind of a traditional look, and it's going to end up being all purple. Of course, I'm still kind of deciding that as I go in. And taking the fluffy bending brush and just kind of blending it out and making it really smooth. Again, the quality of the product is amazing. It's my eyes that are like a little sketch. And then I'm just going to fast forward here because it gets kind of boring. Now we're back, and I'm taking the shimmer and using my finger. Oh, I said the shimmer, like there's only one. There's a lot of gorgeous shimmers. I'm taking Magnolia again because I went all purple, and I'm adding that into the center part of my lid, all the way into the corner, and almost all into the crease. I'm going for a very simple look today, and I'm using my finger again because you just get the better payout and better pigmentation with most shadows. Although, to be fair, Oden's Eye actually goes on fairly well with the brush. Next, what I'm going to do is take the darker green for my under eye, and that color is Sage, and I'm just going to go from the outer corner about 2/3 of the way in, and I do it that way so that I don't end up inadvertently kind of closing off my eye. I like to keep a little bit of brightness in between them. So I cut out about another 2 minutes of blending and just touching up the darkness to get that really pretty purple shade from Orchid back on the outside of my eye. And I'm just using a cotton swab dipped in micellar water to clean up the edges. I find that that's super, super helpful, and it keeps you from having to necessarily redo your base outside of your eyes because my base is complete. For the inner corner, I'm going to take my absolute favorite shade in the palette. That is Dawn. That's a beautiful white with some holographic green and purple and pink shifts to it. Very glittery, very light. If you have fair skin like me, it's a great highlighter. I've already done it on one eye, and I'm going in with the second eye, and you can see for that extra color, again, I'm using my pinky. But I did use the brush because, like I said earlier, it's going to help get into those fine areas that are a little bit harder to reach. And I'm also highlighting under my brow with that shade because I don't necessarily need to use my face highlighter if there's a fantastic one in the palette, and that does make the look more cohesive the more places you use it on your face. And then dragging it up a little bit with the brush. Sometimes you take a clean dry brush and you move the product around. You don't necessarily have to have a product on the brush. So right now I'm just really doing the final trick to the look and coming back with my lashes, mascara, and eyeliner in place. I did a baby wing, and I'm just finishing up by dusting off the fallout. There was not a lot of fallout, but since I do have my base makeup on, it started to stick just a little bit. And then going in for a very neutral, this is kind of like a My Lips but better shade. That's the Sigma Alice in Wonderland collection lip creme, and it just gives a really pretty satin finish that's hydrating and just makes your lips look done. I haven't broken out all my lippies to kind of tell you which ones are better and which ones aren't, so I can't scream and rave about any of my lip products right now, but the Sigma is one of my favorites, even though I don't, have my numbers assigned yet. So that's the final product. It's really soft. It's really pretty. It's definitely not my best, most challenging look. It's not glamorous, but in the light, it's really pretty. And I think it does this Flora Story palette justice. It really incorporates the soft greens and purples that you'd expect to see. So thank you so much for watching and appreciating this look. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. If you don't, no hard feelings. I do this for me and I feel absolutely beautiful with the way my makeup looks. So thank you so much for watching. Bye!